Do you need an under eye brightener or an under eye corrector and concealer? We're going to do a deep dive into the difference between our quick fix and our alibi. It's definitely our most commonly asked questions, so let's get into it. We're gonna layer this on by itself, then we're gonna put foundation over it, then we're gonna put this back on top of foundation. We're gonna talk about its use with powder and without powder, so let's get into it. The Alibi is our peach under eye corrector and concealer. It has a little bit more pigment to it. It's right for all skin tones because the peach is very subtle and it's going to help cover dark circles if you have minimal dark circles. If you have extreme dark circles, it's not a super heavy concealer, but it's definitely going to give you some coverage. You can see there, I'll zoom in. Let's try that again. I'll zoom in. And you can see it's very skin-like. The ingredients are shea butter, argan oil, jojoba oil, green tea, raspberry seed oil. It is super, super hydrating and great for your skin with tons of antioxidants. It is basically skincare with a little bit of pigment added. The Quick Fix, on the other hand, is an under eye brightener. It has a pink undertone to it. You can see it just looks a little more pink and a little bit brighter. It doesn't really have enough pigment to cover anything, so I wouldn't call it a concealer, but it is gonna make you look like you slept a little bit longer than you did. So for those of you with a little bit of redness in your skin, if you have a little bit of pink or a little bit of redness that's detectable, this is probably just right for you if you're not looking for actual coverage. You'll want to do Alibi if you're looking for actual coverage. Quick Fix can be worn all by itself. Both of them really can. Or you can set them with powder, or you can put them on top of foundation or underneath foundation. So let's take a little bit of foundation and go right on top of these and blend that out. And then we're going to apply the product on top of foundation again. So I'm just applying a little bit of foundation right to the areas where I would typically apply the bulk of each of these products. And we're gonna go back in over it so you can see what it looks like over foundation. So it's a little bit more muted, right? This is the Quick Fix, the pink under eye brightener over here. And this is Alibi. And we're going to use just a little bit more of that to give us a little bit more coverage. So with the foundation, this is going to give you quite a bit of coverage. I would even call that full coverage. And then you could set this with powder, but you don't necessarily have to. When you set it with powder, you're going to get a much more durable product that's going to wear quite well. It's also going to protect your under eyes from grabbing onto mascara or other eye products if you end up with the black underneath your eyes. Powder can really help you. So let's put a little bit of the powder underneath and we'll use a little sponge. You can use a brush to do this, but I like the little triangle sponge because I like the way that it fits into the corner. It also applies a little bit more product, and more product is going to cover more texture. So these both look fantastic with powder or without powder. You just don't want to apply too much. They do not crease under the eyes. Let's see if I can zoom in again. Trying to zoom once more. There we go. Apparently you just have to turn the camera off and back on. So you can see no creasing, no crinkling under the eyes. These are both in my TikTok shop, Alibi and Quick Fix. Which one is right for you?